Hey guys, welcome to round one of this draft. We have a pretty good hand, and I don't think I'm going to mulligan it. So we will play an Evolving Wilds, finding ourselves a Plains, and ship the turn. And I think we'll probably... it's hard to know if I should Farseek turn 2 or not. Let's see what I draw. Should the plays on this one could put on the battlefield and shuffle? I'm just gonna go with Aven Squire to get some pressure on the board. And we'll go from there. Alright. Alright, we'll bash. The removal he could have, I imagine he would have had to cast at sorcery speed, so that's fine. And I will Farseek, getting a Plains, and ship the turn. So at this point, our prey upon him looks pretty awkward, but blue and black both have pesky flyers. And if he does something like, he's either mana screwed or he's looking to counter one of my spells. I'm not going to run Sentinel Spider into a counter. Discarded Scroll Thief, hey? So I'll just bash and ship the turn. I'd like him to tap out before I put this guy on the board, because I don't want to get hosed by a counter spell, and we're applying pressure right now. There's no reason for us to get filthy if he goes for something, you know, we plummet it. Next turn we can Sentinel Spider, Prey Upon, bash, and it's all good. So he's shipping the turn again. I'll play a land. I'll swing at him with Aven Squire. Is he going to go for a removal spell? Nope. And so I'll keep hitting him with Aven Squire. I do not want to get Essence Scattered, and it has been happening a lot. A lot of people are jamming that into their decks, and I really want Sentinel Spider to hit the board. So I'm going to try to force this guy into playing his creature. He could use his... Well, that kind of is kind of funny. Does he have another land? I think I'm going to save Plummet here, especially because I can use one of the Prey Upons in my hand to kill this Welkin turn. I have a feeling that Sentinel Spider is gonna get us here. Maybe I should have used the Plummet. Maybe Plummet is more conditional, but I feel like if he goes Fairy Invaders when I attack, if I attack into him, then it just gets a lot better. So yeah, there you go. He didn't have the counterspell, but he had the Murder, which is fine. Tapping out for a Murder and letting us hit him to 10 off of an Aven Squire is also okay. Plus we have a lot of creatures in our deck that we're drawing into, which is okay. He seems to be really blanking out, and we are hitting land over land. This seems like the type of deck, what this guy's got here, that's going to play Mind Rot, so I'm just going to hold on to the 2 forests, especially considering I can play everything in my deck. Hopefully, he doesn't start hitting lands and getting us, especially when we have Plummet, Prey Upon with a 1/1 out. If this is a flyer, probably Scroll Thief. Maybe not. He seems very reluctant to kill my Aven Squire. I just hold the graveyards out here because there is a little bit of graveyard manipulation. That's a habit I got into from Innistrad, just always respecting that. Watercourser is A, not a flyer, and B, able to apply a little bit more pressure. Well, Prized Elephant's a pretty good man. And luckily for us, he is going to kill this guy's Watercourser. How, you ask? I will show you. So, we put out Prized Elephant. He is a 4/4. We're going to Prey Upon the Watercourser when he's tapped out, and ship the turn. Next turn we have a 5/5 Trample, smashing him, and Plummet to protect our 5/5 Trample. So now he has 4 mana, and I would assume this is the other Murder. Okay. Well, that's okay. Especially if we stop drawing lands. 6, 7, 8, 9, so we have 8 lands left in our deck, and 23 other cards. He's at 6, and our Aven Squire is doing a pretty good job. My hope is that he has a big flying blocker, which is not that. He gets to get us for 3, which is fine. I'm fine racing it. You know, I mean, he's almost dead now, off of Avon Squire. His deck is just chocked full of removal, though. So we'll put the Bond Beetle out and turn it to a 2-turn clock. Unfortunately, now this makes Avon Squire a lot better for a removal spell, but I think if he was going to use a removal spell on Avon Squire, he would have done it anyway. Again, I really want to play around Mind Rot as much as possible, and I don't know that I have any reason to be playing out my land. He's got to have a flyer. Actually, he has to have 2 flyers or a removal spell for Avon Squire. Another murder? Oh, he's got to sleep. So he's going to hit us for 3. Sleep could actually be pretty dangerous in his deck so far, especially with cards like Duskmantle Prowler and whatever he's got. Is that really ballsy? So what am I doing? I'm taking... If he leaves it back like an O-Ring and he cancels my O-Ring, I still think he can't do anything without a removal spell or a flying blocker here. There's a good chance he's got Public Execution or something of that sort, but we'll see. Servant of Nephrox is fine. I mean, O-ringing the Duskmantle Prowler seems fine, but he's got to have some sort of trick here to win out. Taking 4 is okay, I suppose. Go to combat, see if he's got anything. Alright, so we're gonna go O-ring you. O-ring getting Duskmantle Prowler. Play Crusader of Ordric and represent a good lethal attack next turn. So hopefully we're not going to lose this game to if he attacks, I think I'm going to trade my Crusader of Ordric pretty quick for his servant. He has to have a flyer or an answer. That doesn't really do anything. So he has to have another downpour. If he attacks me, I'm just going to crack back. He's got another downpour. At this point, I feel like my Crusader of Ordric is a lot more valuable as a block, like in the trade there, than his. So he's got another downpour, so we'll go Acidic Slime, and he decided to sweep. Okay, well, that was round 1. What we saw from him was creatures and lots of tappy tap taps. Be nice if we could get something that untapped our creatures, but I don't think we have anything. So am I sideboarding anything? I think the Bond Beetles are still fine. The Arbor Elf is definitely good. The Deadly Recluse, the Plummet is a little awkward, but I still think he's in colors that have a lot of flyers. I'm not going to play Angel's Mercy. Pillarfield Ox doesn't do anything, and I'm not splashing. And I don't think I'm taking anything out for Elixir.